My child, do you feel it? The shift in the air, the weight pressing gently upon your chest, the strange quiet that has fallen in the very room where you sit right now. That is not imagination. That is not coincidence. It is me, your Savior, your Jesus, standing before you this very moment. I have entered into your room not in shadows, not in dreams, not in vague signs, but in spirit, in truth, and in reality. The walls around you cannot contain the power of my presence. The ceiling above you cannot hold back the flood of heaven that I have just released. I tell you, the atmosphere has changed because I am here. Do not turn away. Do not scroll. Do not dismiss these words as though they were ordinary. This is not ordinary. This is holy ground, and you are face to face with the truth you have been longing for, yet were not fully prepared to believe until this very moment. The room you are in is now saturated with angels. They are not fire. They are not distant beings in unreachable skies. They are here, standing guard at your left and right, filling the corners of this space with a light that cannot be seen with human eyes, but that your soul feels deep within. You may sense a stillness pressing upon you. You may feel the tingling in your body, the heaviness in your spirit, the quickening of your heartbeat. My child, it is because heaven has entered into your ordinary. What was once silent has become sacred. What was once familiar has become a holy altar where I have chosen to meet you. I am not speaking to a crowd right now. I am speaking to you. Yes, you, the one who has been searching, the one who has been asking, the one who has been crying out in secret prayers when no one else was watching. You thought perhaps I had overlooked you. You thought maybe I had passed you by. But listen carefully. I have come for you. Out of all the noise, out of all the distractions, out of all the people moving through their busy lives, I chose this moment to step directly into your space, into your life, into your now. Do not question why. Do not doubt if this is real. I am here, and my presence cannot be denied. Do you remember the nights you asked me, Lord, where are you? Can you even hear me? I was listening then, but today I am answering in a way that leaves no doubt. I am here. Not tomorrow, not later, not in a vague future you cannot touch, but now, this instant. The ground beneath your feet is trembling with unseen glory. The silence in your room is not empty, it is filled with my voice, with my spirit, with my breath. The very air you breathe carries the fragrance of heaven because I have stepped into the place where you sit. My beloved, open your eyes, not the ones in your head, but the eyes of your heart, for they will see what no natural eye can. You wonder if you are worthy of such a visitation. You ask yourself, why me? Why now? Let me tell you, I do not appear by accident. I come with purpose. I have come to remind you that you are not forgotten, that your cries have reached my throne, that your name has been written upon my hands since before you were formed. I did not visit the palace of kings tonight, nor did I choose the loud stages of the world. I chose your room, your quiet, your simple space, because I delight to dwell where hearts are hungry. You have hungered for me more than you realize, and hunger has drawn me here. The angels surrounding you are not silent decorations of heaven. They are carrying gifts into your life, gifts you have prayed for, gifts you have given up hoping for, and gifts you never imagined were possible. They are placing peace upon your heart, healing upon your body, clarity upon your mind, and fire within your spirit. My spirit is moving through this very atmosphere. Even now you may feel a warmth rising in you, or tears pressing at the edges of your eyes. That is not weakness, it is recognition. Your soul recognizes its maker standing in the room. I warn you, my child, do not dismiss this moment. Do not let distraction steal what I am pouring out. Many treat my presence casually and miss the blessing they begged me for. Do not make that mistake. This is not entertainment. This is not mere words passing across a screen. This is a holy visitation, arranged from eternity, written into time, destined for you. The enemy will try to whisper that this is fantasy, that these words are too much, that you are unworthy of such nearness. Silence him now. Rebuke his lies. For I tell you, you are worthy not by your deeds, not by your perfection, but by my blood shed for you. You are mine, and because you are mine, I come close. Type Amen. I receive it, Lord, if you're ready for His blessing today. Hear me. The truth I am about to reveal will shake you. It will pierce you. It will pull apart the lies you have believed about yourself and about me. It will leave you undone, not because I come to condemn, but because I come to awaken. My truth does not flatter, it transforms. My truth does not coddle, it sets free. That is why this moment feels heavy, why your heart cannot look away, why your spirit trembles even as you try to calm yourself. It is because your Creator has stepped into the smallness of your room to speak the greatness of eternity over you. Look around. The same walls you saw before are still here, but they are no longer ordinary. This is now a sanctuary. This is now an altar. This is now the place where heaven bends low to embrace earth. The angels who stand around you are witnesses, not of your shame, not of your failures, but of the love I am pouring upon you. Every shadow in this room has been forced to flee, for my light burns too bright to be contained. You may feel as though the air itself is alive, pressing against your skin, wrapping you in warmth, lifting the weight from your shoulders. That is me. That is my spirit. That is my embrace. My child, stop doubting. Stop questioning. This is not a story. This is not a metaphor. This is reality. I, Jesus, stand here with you now. I am closer than the breath in your lungs, nearer than the beating of your heart. I am inside your room, filling the silence, surrounding you with angels, commanding peace to reign in the very place where despair once tried to rule. This is your holy visitation. This is the moment you prayed for, the answer you thought was delayed but has arrived in power. Now hear this warning with all the weight of heaven. Do not turn away. Do not walk out of this sacred encounter as though it were a passing feeling. If you turn your eyes now, you will miss what I have placed in front of you. If you dismiss this moment as mere coincidence, you will forfeit the blessing I came to deliver. Zayd, Remain. Listen until the final word, for within these words are treasures that will not be revealed again in the same way. I tell you, those who endure to the end will taste the fullness of what I pour out, but those who leave too soon will weep later, realizing they abandoned the very answer they longed for. I am here, child. Right here, right now. This is not the voice of a distant God. This is the voice of the one who knit you together, who walked with you in secret valleys, who shielded you when enemies rose against you, who whispered to you when no one else heard. I have not come to you as an echo from the past, but as the living God in the present. I have come to remind you, to awaken you, to reveal to you the untold truth that will shake the ground beneath your life. So breathe deeply. Feel the shift in the air. Feel the fire beginning to rise. Feel the chains you carried begin to loosen. This is the holy entrance, the beginning of a revelation that will mark you forever. You are not reading by accident. You are not listening by chance. You are here because I called you here. And now that I have stepped into your room, nothing will remain the same. My child, do you remember the nights when you thought you were utterly alone? Do you remember the silent hours when you counted your failures and felt the heavy weight of shame pressed down upon your chest? I was there. I saw the tears you wiped away in the dark. I heard the prayers you whispered without voice. I have been with you in every storm that tore at your heart. When the wind howled and the waves rose, I did not leave you to drown. I stood beside you in the water. When betrayal cut you to the bone and trusted hands turned away, I was the hand that held you. When friends spoke words that bruised you and the world turned cold, I wrapped you in a warmth no one could take. I have watched the secret places of your life where no one else had access, the places you tried to hide even from yourself, and I have spoken into those places with a steadfast love that does not waver. You thought your pain was hidden. It was not. Every grief you buried in silence, I collected like precious things. Every sigh that escaped your lips, I placed upon my heart. Every tear became a seed that I have kept, watered, and will one day make to bloom. Do not let the enemy lie to you that you were forgotten or ignored. I remember you. I remember every detail, every scar, every name you have ever called yourself, and I answer with patience and with power. I am nearer to you than your next breath, and closer than the ache you carry. Believe me, nothing about your life has been wasted. Nothing that hurt you has been without purpose. I have walked through every valley with you, and when you could not see me, I was working on your behalf, arranging, healing, and setting things in place for the moment when you would need them most. With deepest respect, we kindly invite you to support our channel, as our gentle purpose is to bring joy, peace, and devotion into your life while encouraging reverence toward God. And if our work brings comfort to your heart, you may kindly support us through the Super Thanks button down below. This moment you sit in now is not random. It is not a string of words that happened to cross your path on a bored afternoon. I have arranged this moment from before the world was shaped. I have selected this time to speak to you because I knew you would be ready. There are moments in the life of every soul when heaven chooses to bend the rules of time and speak plainly. This is one of those moments for you. I have measured the beats of your heart and ordained this hour so that what I say will lodge deep within you and never loosen. I have moved people, circumstances, and thoughts to create the quiet you needed. I have allowed delays that were for your protection and opened doors that were for your provision. The seeming accidents of your life were often my secret hand setting the stage. The detours that angered you were my way of keeping you from harm you could not yet see. The delays you complained about were my patient mercy carving character inside you. I know how hard it is to trust when nothing makes sense. I know how easy it is to think that silence equals absence. But listen, absence is not my nature. I am always present. I have never been absent from your story. Even in seasons when you could not feel me, I was presently, powerfully, and lovingly at work. I have been the quiet mover behind the scenes, the gentle voice in the chaos, the steady hand that kept your life from unraveling. Every thread you thought was frayed was held in my palm. Every promise you feared was forgotten as being prepared to come alive. This is not happenstance. This is divine appointment. This is not merely comfort for your ears. This is confirmation for your soul. Receive it. Anchor yourself in this truth. I chose you, and I chose this hour to visit you for reasons that will unfold with clarity as you remain with me. I have gathered every prayer you thought fell into a void. I have listened to the words you could not formulate and the groans that had no language. What you think of as lost prayers are not lost to me. They are ledge read in heaven and will be redeemed in ways that exceed your imagination. Each sigh you breathed in the quiet of night, each desperate cry you swallowed, each plea offered through tears, I have kept them all. They rest in my hands like jewels, and I am fashioning them into answers. Do not grieve over the silence you perceived, for my silence was a space to form the answer. When a smith keeps the metal still over the fire, he does so not to ignore the metal but to shape it for a destiny that requires endurance. So it has been with the prayers you felt were unanswered. I was preparing the landscape, lining the right people, opening the unseen doors, breaking the hidden chains, and doing it all in ways that would produce an eternal result. Trust that your petitions are heard. Trust that the modest prayers whispered in private hold more weight in my heart than the loud declarations men applaud. I honor the broken, the quiet, the contrite, and the sincere. I will never forget a single tear you shed for truth or a single plea you offered from a heart that longed for me. In my timing, those prayers will manifest as restoration, as vindication, as provision, and as peace. Know also, my child, that my presence brings transformation, not mere comfort. When I come, chains begin to break. Habits forged in old pain lose their hold. The thoughts that have circled your mind until they made nests will find their wings removed. I do not come to leave you unchanged. I come to alter the very course of your life. The intimate whisper I place inside you now is the seed of that change. Lean into it. Do not shrink back because the truth may pierce you. I will not wound without healing you. I will not expose without restoring. I will not convict without pouring out mercy. I am that balance of justice and tenderness, both fierce and gentle. When I speak, the lies you were fed by others and by your own fear fall away. You will begin to see yourself as I see you, chosen, gifted, clothed with purpose, and covered by grace. The shame that once nested in your thoughts will no longer find a place to rest. Where there was blame, my forgiveness will build a new path. Where there was doubt, my certainty will become a lamp to guide your steps. Where there was shadow, my light will create a new dawn. The presence you feel now is the beginning of a movement in your life. It is not temporary sympathy, but a profound reweaving of destiny. I know the burdens that have become familiar to you, loads you have carried so long they became part of your identity. I tell you plainly, lay them down. I am not asking you to do this alone. I am here to receive what has weighed you down. Place into my hands the fear that has stopped your mouth from speaking truth. Place into my hands the anger that has hardened your heart and kept you from receiving love. Place into my hands the regret that has kept you small. When you hand me these things, you will not come away empty. I will replace them. I will give you courage where you gave me your fear. I will give you joy where you gave me your sorrow. I will give you a new name where you accepted defeat. Do not bargain with the burdens. Do not hold them lightly while praying for change. Trust me enough to let go. Let my presence be the anchor that steadies you. Let my nearness be the shelter that heals you. You were not created to be defined by what you have endured, but by what I will do through your surrender. Finally, beloved, receive my promise. I will not leave you to wander in the fragments of your past. I will not allow the enemy to rewrite your story. I have determined a path of redemption for you, one that begins in this room, in this hour, and continues as you walk with me day by day. You will rise. You will find new meaning in the scars. You will discover that every trial trained you for a weightier calling. The intimacy of my presence is not merely for fleeting comfort. It is the furnace that forges you into the instrument I intend you to be. Keep your heart open to me. Keep listening. Come closer. Trust that every prayer you offered, every tear you shed, every secret groan of your spirit has been heard, gathered, and transformed by my hand. I am with you, I am for you, and I will lead you into the fullness of all I have promised. Stay in this place of knowing, for I am nearer than you think, and my love will not fail you. Comment thank you, Jesus, for guiding me if he's been your compass in the dark. My beloved, hear me now with the ears of your heart. You are not merely loved, you are chosen. Hear the weight of that word not as a label but as a calling, chosen before the foundations of the world, selected in the quiet councils of heaven to carry a light that no one else can carry in exactly the way you will. I did not look at the crowd and pick at random. I looked at you. I traced the lines of your life and set you apart. There is a purpose woven into your days that even sorrow could not unthread. When you felt small and wondered if you mattered, I was there counting every tear, noting every prayer, building within you a capacity for glory. This calling is neither accidental nor casual. It is the deliberate shaping of a heart that will speak truth into darkness, a hand that will reach where many will not, a voice that will call my name in the places that will become battlefields of destiny. You were made for more than comfort, you were made for assignment. The gifts you think are ordinary are weapons and keys. The wounds you think have weakened you are secret marks of preparation. The very things that made you feel unfit are the very things I will use to display my strength through you. Do not shrink from the truth. You have been chosen. Let that settle into your bones and change the way you rise tomorrow. Let it alter how you view your past, your present, and the small decisions that make up your life. Each step you took, each night you endured, each hope you hid in secret, all of it has been cataloged in heaven and shaped for this moment. You will see it one day and you will know that nothing was wasted. Do not believe the lie that your struggles are punishment. I tell you plainly, what you walked through was not my wrath but my workshop. I do not break to destroy, I break to refine. I do not torment to teach, I purify to prepare. The fires that touched you were never meant to consume you. They were meant to free the gold that was trapped in the dross. When sorrow came, I walked with you in it, and while you were bent under the load, I was strengthening the core that will one day stand unshakable. The years of insufficient pay, the nights of sleepless longing, the seasons when hope felt distant, these are not penalties, they are training grounds. They taught you patience that will shelter many, endurance that will inspire nations, humility that will keep you safe when power comes. You will one day look back and see a map of my hand, how each valley led you toward a mission, how each setback redirected you from a pit I would not let you fall into, how each delay preserved the timing of a deliverance greater than you could have planned. Understand this. I do not waste pain. I do not leave scars to be meaningless. I invest them. I am a God who recycles sorrow into song, who converts loss into the birthplace of miracles. So gather up what you are tempted to despise and present it to me. I will transform it into the very glory your life will broadcast. This is not consolation. This is fact. Prepare your heart to wear your past like a mantle of testimony, not a chain of shame. Behind the veil of the seen, unseen battles have raged for you. Forces you do not fully comprehend have sought to steal what I promised. There are principalities and powers that measured your worth by how small they could keep you, and there are strategies formed in darkness to keep you from speaking the truth that will free others. But I tell you now with authority, armies of heaven have been assigned to your name. Angels have been stationed where you least expected protection. Every plan formed to silence you has been catalogued and countered. You were not abandoned to chaos. You were guarded by hosts whose names are familiar to me. Many nights when fear approached like a thief, unseen hands kept the door closed. Many times when betrayal seemed imminent, a barrier was placed. Many of your prayers were attended by legions you cannot see, and those prayers changed trajectories in the heavenly places. The spiritual realm is real, and what you feel as heaviness or oppression is not the final word. There are battles fought on your behalf even now, battles that have allowed you to live long enough to walk into your purpose. Do not be naive about the enemy. He is cunning and persistent. But do not be terrified either, for I am more powerful than he, and I have already given victory to those who remain close to me. Stand firm in this revelation. You are the prize the enemy sought to erase, and heaven defended you. The scars on your soul are proofs that you survived assaults they meant to end you with, not because of your might, but because my hand refused to let go. There will be days ahead when the pressure increases, when the world tries to baptize you in panic, and the voices around you call for compromise. On those days, remember what I am saying to you now. You were chosen, you were prepared, and you are protected. Let these truths act like armor. When doubt tries to return and accuse you of past failures, speak the truth back. Declare that you were chosen before you were formed, that your pains were training, that angels fought your unseen battles. These declarations will change the climate within you and the atmosphere around you. Speak them aloud. Teach your heart to recoil from the shrill lies of shame and to welcome the steady voice of my purpose. Your identity is not built on what you did or failed to do. It is built on my choice of you. Rest in that. Move from that. Rise from that. In the coming seasons, your life will not only be a testimony, but will become a pathway for many to find courage. You will be the bridge that carries others from despair to hope, from defeat to destiny. The very pain you once thought wasted will become the currency of compassion. Your scars will be maps for those still wandering. I am about to open doors that were once shut to you. Some will be literal, some will be spiritual, and some will be in places you never expected. Relationships healed, opportunities arranged, moments of boldness granted that will shift entire communities. But know this also: these doors will require a prepared vessel. I have been preparing you for capacity, for character, and for commitment. Do not be surprised if the offer seems too big for what you imagine yourself to be. It is meant to remind you that it is not your sufficiency that brings the miracle, but mine. When I place you at the threshold of influence, do not be tempted to take credit or to hide. Walk through with humility and watch as I multiply the small things you bring: faith, a willing heart, a prayer. The mission I have for you will not be fulfilled by mere strategy or human acclaim. It will be fulfilled by surrendered hearts acting in my name. You will be startled by the ways I will use what you thought useless. You will be astonished as I take your quiet faith and amplify it into movements of renewal. You were chosen not to be famous, but to be faithful. Fame can fade. Faithfulness shapes eternity. Finally, remain awake to the small promptings. The mission will require obedience in small things before the large things arrive. Say yes to my nudges. Answer the soft calls to mercy, to reconciliation, to one more prayer. Do not despise the day of small beginnings. They become the roots of great trees under which nations will find shelter. When fear whispers that you are not ready, recall that readiness is born in obedience. You do not wait until you are perfect. You step out because I am with you. I have equipped you with what you need sometimes to grow into it as you go. Courage is not the absence of trembling, but the refusal to be stopped by it. So take the step I placed before you today. Walk into the work I have prepared. Trust that every invisible battle that was waged for you has already cleared the way more than you can see. Your present surrender will unlock future triumphs. Beloved, this is the untold truth I reveal to you now. You are more than a survivor. You are my chosen instrument for a purpose that will echo beyond your lifetime. Your struggles were not punishment. They were preparation. The unseen wars fought for you were fierce and decisive, and heaven prevailed on your behalf. Rise now into this calling with the peace that comes from knowing who you truly are in me. I am with you, I am for you, and I will finish the work I have begun in you. Now go forward in faith, for the mission awaits and I have already gone before you. My child, hear me now as I peel back the curtain and show you what the enemy has been doing in the shadows. He has not worked at random. He is not clumsy. He is sly, patient, and persistent. He studied your life. He traced your hopes and learned your rhythms. You watched the moments when you were most tired and tried to slip in with lies, half-truths, and small deceptions that would grow if left unchallenged. He whispered that your gifts were not enough, that your prayers were unheard, that your failures branded you forever. He set traps of comparison to steal your joy, traps of offense to make you withdraw, traps of fear to make you silent. Some traps came as people who smiled and later stabbed. Some came as good things that turned to chains when you depended on them more than on me. None of it surprised me. I saw each scheme before it formed. I watched as he planted seeds of doubt in the soil of your heart, then waited to see which lies would take root. But I also stood against him in the unseen, and I have come now to expose what he thought he could hide. You need to know the ways he tried to delay you. He knows how to use time as a weapon. He whispers, wait. Not now. Maybe later. He hides in the places where patience seems wise and speaks with the voice of reason until you begin to believe delay is destiny. He dressed his lies in caution and called them wisdom. Yet some delays were his craft, attempts to steal your momentum, to keep you small until your zeal died. He wanted to make you comfortable with lesser things so you would never press into the greater things I had prepared. He sent discouragement disguised as truth, disappointment presented as final judgment, and loneliness dressed as protection. When you felt stalled, he cheered silently, thinking he had succeeded. But I tell you plainly, not every delay comes from him, and not every delay is evil, and this is where many are confused. I have allowed certain pauses for reasons that only love and wisdom could hold. There were times I removed opportunities not to punish but to preserve you from outcomes you could not have handled then. There were gates I closed to keep you from paths that would have destroyed the very calling I placed in you. The enemy celebrated the delay, but my delay was different. His delay shrinks, my delay prepares. Do not let his lies make you fear every pause. Learn to distinguish between the delay that tills and the delay that trains. Know too that he moved through people. He used voices close to you, voices meant to comfort and to counsel, to deliver confusion and fear. Some who stood near you were carriers of lack and did not know they were infected. Some were jealous and masked it with advice. Some loved you in their way but could not bear the light I would bring you, so they tried to dim your hope. Not everyone wearing a mantle of religion carried my heart. Not everyone with kind words was free from hidden hands. I do not say this to seed paranoia but to awaken discernment. You must learn to test what is spoken to you. Ask me, for I will clarify. Do not accept every opinion as my voice. There are seasons when people speak from their wounds and their limited vision. In those seasons, the enemy can disguise his counsel as concern. He will push you to trust the crowd, to follow the momentary popularity, or to trade your calling for immediate comfort. He preferred to slow you by using the very hands you trusted. Remember Joseph. His brothers meant harm, but I turned that harm into deliverance. Remember David. He learned to hear me when the noise around him wanted to dictate his next step. I am not telling you to distrust everyone. I am telling you to anchor every word you hear in my word and my spirit. The enemy also tried to silence you. He did this in many ways. He stirred shame so deep you could not speak. He sent fear that made your voice small. He used the opinions of others to place a lid on the gifts I put inside you. He whispered, "Who are you to dream? Who are you to speak?" And you listened. Yet your voice is not for him to keep. Your voice is a trumpet of heaven when it carries my truth. To speak. Even if your words tremble, speak what I put in your heart. He wanted you to be invisible, to shrink until you were merely a shadow of the person I made you to be. But I tell you, your silence was not my plan. I give you words, I give you boldness, I give you a tongue to cut through lies. When he tried to silence you, my angels stood like guards, and my spirit prepared new language inside you. It may take time to find that voice again, but it will come. Do not let the shame he used as a chain determine your future. Break it by speaking the truth of who you are in me. Type Amen if you believe God is removing every obstacle from your path, and share this message to uplift someone's faith.